The essence of instruction. Action yields fruit, for so the Lord ordains it. How can action be the Lord? For it is insentient. The fruit of action passes, but action leaves behind seed of further action, leading to an endless ocean of action, not at all to moksha. Disinterested action, surrender to the Lord, purifies the mind and points the way to moksha. This is certain. Worship, praise, and meditation, being work of body, speech, and mind, are steps for orderly ascent. Ether, fire, air, water, and earth, sun, moon, and living beings, worship of these, regarded all as forms of His, is perfect worship to the Lord. Better than hymns of praise is repetition of the name. Better low-voiced than loud, but best of all is meditation in the mind. Better than spells of meditation is one continuous current, steady as a stream or downward flow of oil. Better than viewing Him as other, indeed the noblest attitude of all is to hold Him as the I within, the very I. Abidance in pure being, transcending thought through love intense, is the very essence of supreme devotion. Absorption in the heart of being, whence we sprang, is the path of action, of devotion, of union, and of knowledge. Holding the breath controls the mind, a bird caught in a net. Breath regulation helps absorption in the heart. Mind and breath, as thought and action, fork out like two branches, but both spring from a single root. Absorption is of two sorts, submergence and destruction. Mind submerged rises again, dead it revives no more. Breath controlled and thought restrained, the mind turned one way inward, fades and dies. Mind extinct, the mighty seer returns to his own natural being and has no action to perform. It is true wisdom for the mind to turn away from out objects and behold its own effulgent form. When unceasingly the mind scans its own form, there is nothing of the kind. For everyone, this path direct is open. Thoughts alone make up the mind, and of all thoughts, the I thought is the root. What is called mind is but the notion I. When one turns within and searches, whence this I arises, the shamed I vanishes, and wisdom's quest begins. Where this I notion faded, now there is as I arises, the One, the very Self, the Infinite. Of the term I, the permanent import is that. For even in deep sleep, where we have no sense of I, we cannot cease to be. Body, senses, mind, breath, sleep, all insentient and unreal, cannot be I who am the real. For knowing that which is, there is no other knower. Hence, being is awareness, and we are all awareness. In the nature of their being, creature and creator are in substance one. They differ only in adjuncts and awareness. Seeing oneself free of all attributes is to see the Lord. He shines ever pure as the Self. To know the Self is but to be the Self, for it is non-dual. In such knowledge, one abides as that. That is true knowledge, which transcends both knowledge and ignorance. For in pure knowledge is no object to be known. Having known one's nature, one abides, as being with no beginning and no end, in unbroken consciousness and bliss. Abiding in this state of bliss, beyond bondage and release, in steadfastness, in service of the Lord. All ego gone, living as that alone, is penance good for growth, sings Ramana, the Self.